Hey Chris, what are the key things you want people to come away from the course with?
The key thing for me is confidence, is that people often come to the course and they'll sort of say that their teaching on the foot and ankle has been quite limited. They maybe spent an hour or 2 hours in their undergrad training and they're not really sure in terms of the anatomy, the palpatory anatomy, and so for me I want them to be able to come away and confidently be able to handle the foot, know what they're on, know what they're moving, and understand the significance of that. So it's confidence, accuracy, and also a wealth of, or like an expanded assessment and treatment sort of skill set. On the assessment, as you go through and you palpate through the foot and you feel the different areas, what you start to build up is a picture in terms of what's stiff, what's moving well, is that within the realms of normal. So we do lots of swapping around so that people feel lots of different feet and realise, so build up a bit of a repertoire of what they think would be normal. And so then by the end of it, they've kind of got that sense, and then all the techniques that we do assessment wise can become treatment techniques. We cover a lot of soft tissue stuff as well, so it would be confidence, accuracy, and a vastly expanded range of assessment and treatment techniques. They'd be the key things. And if people come away with that, what people have generally said before is that they're then happier treating feet, that they get better results, and that'd be a real key thing. If people go away sort of saying those sort of things, then that's been a good result. Okay, so with the foot, what we cover first of all in the course is the just local and the palpatory anatomy. Because often people come down around the ankle and then really are not quite sure in terms of how to palpate the bones accurately until they get down towards the toes. So what we do on the course is, first of all, is we take a very systematic view of coming down the medial side of the foot. So you can palpate the major bony landmarks here. You can then palpate down the medial side, like differentiating out talus, navicular, medial cuneiform, first metatarsal, and all the associated joint lines. So that what you can do is you can then localise those. So say for example the navicular, so there's the navicular there, there's the joint line between the medial cuneiform and the first metatarsal. So again we know then that that's the medial cuneiform, that's the navicular. So again if we wanted to mobilise those, we could come in, we could fix around one and mobilise one on the other, first metatarsal on medial cuneiform. And we go through that very systematically, and we play with different types of handling so that you can do that very confidently. Coming over onto the lateral side, again we'd cover fifth metatarsal, coming onto the cuboid and differentiating out the cuboid from the calcaneum, and again navicular on cuboid. So you can do another assessment with respect to the mobility around that area. Now all of that's really, and then taking the second and third metatarsals on the cuneiforms, the intermediate and the lateral cuneiform. So by the end of that palpatory workshop, we could hold on to the calcaneum, move the talus, or move the calcaneum on the talus. We could fix the talus and move the navicular. We could hold navicular, move medial cuneiform on first metatarsal, second met on intermediate, and so on and so forth. All the different major bones around the foot. So there's 26 bones in the foot, and again we'd pretty much be able to localise any of them and move the others, which gives you a real sort of advantage when you're assessing the foot. Alamek.
Hello.
Brilliant. So we're at the end of the one-day foot and ankle course. I just wondered, from your thoughts, from the obviously covered a variety of material today, what was the thing that you found most useful about the day?
Specifics really.
Okay.
Rather than doing global assessment, which I have been doing, I'm more specific now. I can pick out all of the individual bones, joint lines and tendons, and that's been really helpful.
Okay, cool. And how will that apply into your actual practice? So being able to identify them is one thing. How's that going to then?
Well, I can actually treat specifics now.
Yeah.
Rather than treat the global aspect of the foot, I can actually look at different things and just home in on things rather than actually doing one treatment. So a lot of my treatments were the same for lots of different conditions.
Okay.
Now I feel I can actually be more specific in my treatments for different conditions.
And you got a history of professional football?
Yeah, 10 years in pro football,
okay.
So quite a lot of football, quite a lot of it foot injuries.
Okay, fine.
So
if someone was then thinking of coming on the day, what would you, if someone said, this one day foot and ankle course?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, it's been a great course, really enjoyed it.
Fantastic, thanks very much, that's brilliant mate, thanks.